What people don't know and what people believe is what one thing that Eddie Hearn could say. We're gonna show up because that's the fight we got next. We already got the contract signed. That's not reality. We know that's all just Eddie doing his job. Eddie's great at what he does. Boots doesn't want to fight Virgil. Boots is not going to fight Virgil next. Whatever they say, oh, there's a signed contract already. That's all bullshit. There's Boots is not going to fight. Boots is not going to fight Virgil next. He's going to show up. Why didn't they call us up and invite us to his fight 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever he just fought recently? You come to ours, we go to yours. We promote the fight. That would have been the perfect idea to do.
All right, so what you heard was Robert Garcia say, the Ortiz and Ennis fight ain't gonna happen next. Now, from what I'm hearing right now, they're saying that Virgil Ortiz is for his weigh-in, he drained. They said that he drained for the weigh-in. Like, that's what I read somebody wrote. I didn't see it for myself, but we'll get to the final thoughts and all that shit. But ultimately, kind of looking at everything that's going on, what he's saying, I know Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is a parody promoter. I'll say it again and again and again and again and again. He promotes parody fighters. Most of the fighters that he worked with, they're not real fighters. All right? They're not real fighters. And I know a lot of y'all, probably don't understand what I'm saying. They're not, and a lot of these guys, they're not suited and booted. Like, you give them what they want, they can ask for every demand, and they still find a reason not to go through with the fight. They just, like, he's like Better Call Saul, who's, if you ever watch Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, he only deal with crooked ass clients. Because he's a criminal at heart, right? Eddie only deals with fighters that are not real fighters. He deals with fighters that are illusions of fighters. Like Anthony Joshua was just a big guy, and he too big for soccer, too big and black for hockey. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't enough money in bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? So they like, let's put him in boxing. And they was able to hide him for many, many years. Right? They was able to make money off of him, for many, many years. That's it. You look at Ben Whitaker. Now, I know he fools gold now for sure. He joined Eddie Hearn. They gonna do their best Eddie Hearn ain't looking to put his dog in with another dog. That's why the Wilder and Joshua situation, it was what it was. You can have two promoters who don't believe in making big fights, just talking and monetizing the hoopla, of actually making the fight with no intentions ever to make the fight until they both burnt out. And I feel like it's the same thing with Jaron Ennis. I think they sat down with Jaron. He's a scam. They know he a scam. And, not to say nothing different than Golden Boy. I mean, they pretty much do the same thing. Eric Gomez got on here. I talked about it on live. And he admitted to hiding Canelo away from black fighters. I mean, it ain't nothing we already didn't know. Right? And the thing about it is, a lot of them, they were suppressing your channel for saying the truth. They suppress your channel and they hate on your channel for saying the truth. See, with YouTube, you got to spend money with YouTube for them to fuck with you. That's just what it is, They both deal with parody fighters, man. So, I mean, do what you made with that, bro. Do what you made with that. They suppress your channel, and when you pay, you got to break bread with social media. That's how I do. They push negativity. And I'm going to talk about that, what Ray J had to say about it. Because it's true. I know when I used to yell and scream and argue back and forth on YouTube, all of a sudden you see your views going up. You know, when you spit knowledge and you telling the truth, they kill your channel. You know, and they try to kill your channel. That's what they do. And a lot of people in the boxing community, you know, they go around there and they try to kill your channel from behind the scenes. They pay these people to kill your channel. They know if they come to certain dudes like, hey, we can make this happen. Can we pay for you to shut the hell, not to speed, do that? They already know they're going to get exposed. They know they're going to get exposed. They know the character of certain dudes because it ain't about it all. But the people who push an agenda, they know they can pay them to push an agenda. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, you know, you can tell those guys however you want to tell them. But I believe this is the same thing with Wilder and Joshua. I believe you got two companies that's built on, I just want to milk the storyline. You know, not really make the fight, just milk it. So them showing up, Robert Garcia made a good point. If they were serious, they should have invited us to our fight. They should have invited us to their fight. You know, we could have chopped it up. You know, and start building. This whole week is like Boots should have been there. Boots should have had Virgil there for his fight, built it up. And also Boots and Virgil should have been building all fight week. The whole fight week ain't nothing of substance come from this fight week. Ain't no motion. This has been one of the more pedestrian fight weeks. And he got problems selling tickets, they said. They got one of the more pedestrian fight. Every time Golden Boy put a fight week on, it's pedestrian. You know what I'm saying? There's no spice to it. You go to Dave's Hot Chicken, they give you nothing, not mild, nothing. You know, just give you regular chicken. No bread on there, no seasoning on there, no nothing. You get no honey, no buffalo bread, nothing. Nathan. And that's a golden boy fight week. You know, and that's just the truth, you know. They don't know how to turn up. But they have no intent, you know, in making this fight. Because all fight week, and no disrespect to Lubin, I would have had Jaron Ennis at the open workouts. I would have had Jaron Ennis answering questions, doing interviews. I would have him commentating the fight. And one thing you notice about both these guys when they actually do interview, one thing you notice, they have no personality. They drier than cool, the Oprah ass crack. You know what I'm saying? They have no personality. Sorry, my neck sensing up. They have no personality. When you look at these dudes talk and they do interviews, it's like they disengage. I mean, I don't really want to be here, you know. I don't know. You know, even they have no, like, let's stop talking about it. Let's talk. The fight ain't worth talking about it, to be honest, bro. I think it'll be a nice matchup, but really, you got two fighters that don't nobody know. They not engaging. They don't have personalities. They don't love doing PR. They don't know how to make an event. All week, Jaron should have been there on Virgil helmet, crashing interviews, popping up on interviews. They should have been building a dialogue all week. Lubin is an opponent. Lubin is brought there to be an opponent. Even if Lubin win, he's still gonna lose, I feel. But I'm riding with my brother. But, you know, like I continue to say, man, they trying to make it seem like, oh, Boots they don't want to fight neither. They don't want to fight. They have no ambitions to fight, even though his career almost came to a screeching halt and he almost had to go get his CDLs from rhabdomyosis, right? Right. Even coming out of that bad time for a sickness, he didn't say, okay, I got a second chance. You know, let me go get it. Hell no. He slow stepping. He just as slow stepping as he was before. Virgil was just trying to nickel and dime his way in boxing. That's it. And I guarantee you, Jaron Boots Ennis getting more money than him. I guarantee you that. Jaron getting $3 a fight. $2-3 million a fight. Golden Boy probably ain't paying Virgil Ortiz $1 million a fight. He ain't getting no money. I promise you that. That's probably one of the reasons they don't want to pay him a world title, because if he get a world title, it probably ups his fee. It probably ups his purse. That's why they wanted him to get a world title. It probably up his purse. They can't pay him because he don't bring no money to the table. Who on the undercard? He don't bring no money to the table. They don't have no money at Golden Boy. Them motherfuckers broke. They broke. So if Turkey couldn't get this fight done, what make you think they got the money to get it done without him? So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. You can find me everywhere. Everything's in the link tree, man. Everything is in there, man. So hopefully y'all can check out the Patreon, check out the Facebook, Instagram, the whole nine. Peace.